Hey guys, just checking in again. It's gonna be my way of keeping in touch and keeping us somewhat connected. Last video I sent out, I asked in the email for you guys to respond back, let me know how you're doing, let me know what you're up to, and I've had a few of you respond back, and I want you to know that that's been great. It's been great to have that communication, and been great to just kind of hear what you're up to, and I've heard some really cool stories about how people are getting through it. And so I'm going to continue doing this for a while until this passes, as a way to just kind of stay connected and give some advice and just, kind of reach out. One of the things that's on my mind, through just some of the things I've been kind of focused on and learning about and through this process is something I've already touched on once before, which is just the importance of structure. And we're as humans, I think that we're really geared for that. And in this position that we're in, we're finding ourselves, some of us anyway, some of you are finding yourselves with less and less structure. If you're stuck at home, or if you're home, if you're not working right now, you're kind of waking up and just getting through your day. And like I mentioned in one of the last posts, you get the picture of the guys, 600 pounds, laying on his couch watching Netflix, and that's fun for a day or two, maybe three. Um, but the reality is what starts to happen if you did that for a week or two. I know for myself, even a few days, it's up here. You'll really start to feel it and start to feel disconnected. And one of the reasons that you start to feel that way is because we as humans, we are here on earth to provide value, value to our families, value to ourselves, value to our work, value to back to the earth. There's a lot of the reasons that we're here. And when we simply are just laying around doing nothing, as easy as that is, sort of, it can really, really have a massive strain and pull, and start to affect our mental health. And I think that's something that we really need to be careful of. And so this whole idea around structure and staying structured, I always try to learn from people that I admire, and a common theme that I continue to see through everybody that I have talked to and I follow is just the importance of staying structured within your day, even if you don't have anything to do because your 9 to 5, or in our case, our 7 to 5 is not happening. Still waking up with a purpose for your day. Now that may not be traditional work, but finding work for yourself that you can literally sit down and plan, not something that you're just randomly haphazardly kind of going through, but whether that's teaching yourself something new, a new skill, and setting aside time. So, okay, I'm going to get up, and from 7 to 9, I'm gonna learn about this new skill, and then I'm going to give myself a little break, and then I'm going to go back at it from 10 to 12, and so on. Whether you're teaching somebody else, I know for some of us, we're teaching our kids at home. Jen's at home with the kids, and so a lot of their day is what we've learned needs to be very structured, because without that, it's just mayhem. And so teaching yourself, teaching others, learning new skills, literally doing work around the house. If you got a project in your house or outside, or for a friend, or well, not for a friend, but for, say, somebody you need, actually schedule it like it's a job. This weekend I did some stuff around the house, and I scheduled it like it was a job. I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend this much time on it. I'm going to do it really well, almost as if I was clocking into a job, a place to work, and trying to do it with excellence. And not only did it feel good, not only did it fill up my day, not only did it feel good, but then it kind of gave me that pass to, do nothing at the end of the day and have a beer and watch some Netflix and just kind of hang out with the kids. So the flip side of that is on Sunday, I did absolutely nothing, and I just sort of sat around and just kind of played with the kids, and it was fun and it was fine, but we just kind of did nothing literally all day, and I could just feel myself sort of just fogging up, and feel myself. To be honest, I started to feel myself worrying more about different things, and I think it was from this inner pull of not accomplishing, and not necessarily accomplishing, but not adding value. And again, this is kind of where I started. This is we're all here to add some sort of value back to the world. That can be to ourselves, to our loved ones, to our families, to the earth, whatever it is, adding value. When we don't do that, there's definitely a hole. There's definitely something missing. And so I think that getting through these next couple of weeks, you're going to have a lot more. It's going to be a lot easier, to be honest. Having structure in your day, having structure in your life, having some kind of bumpers that are kind of guiding you through your day, and really using this as an opportunity to provide value, to build value. And if that just means learning, something, a new language, if that means finally finishing that bathroom that you never finished, if that means reading a few books that have been on a list for you for a couple of years that you haven't gotten to, that's building value. And I think that's going to, not only is it going to help you get through this now, but when this thing is over, you're going to really be able to look back on this time and say, how did I use that time? How did I use this to my advantage? And how are you going to feel about that? So anyways, that's kind of the message of the day. Is as hard as it is, really, really, really try to have some structure in your day. And that might not look like what structure may have looked like a couple weeks ago. It could literally just mean, I'm going to get up, I'm going to shower, I'm going to make breakfast, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes, I'm going to go for a walk for 30 minutes, I'm going to polish my silverware for 30 minutes, I'm going to go, I'm going to, whatever it is, I'm going to go climb a tree for half an hour. Having some type of structure where you're building value for yourself and your loved ones and people around you. And then in doing that, giving yourself the break, saying, okay, it's the end of the day, middle of the day, I'm going to go for a walk. It's the end of the day, I'm done. I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to relax. I'm going to just do nothing. I'm going to watch Netflix. And so that's just, I think, going to be a good holistic approach around this. So anyways, I also wanted to say that I've got a couple book recommendations too. I've got a ton of books, ton of books. I've actually switched completely to Audible. And I just listen to everything when I'm running or biking or just in the truck. And now I listen to about a book a week. I'm a pretty slow reader, but I do have a ton of books. So if anybody wants to borrow a book, I've got books on all kinds of stuff, mostly adventure or kind of leadership, just sort of self-discovery and things like that. But I'm happy to loan out any books on any topics that I have, if anybody wants anything. But I just started listening to a book that has been phenomenal so far, and it's called Endurance, and it's the story about Ernest Shackleton. This guy was, this is back in like 1910 maybe, took this group of men on this Antarctic exploration, and they ended up getting trapped in the ice, and he spent, I think it was 20 months. I just started it. Something like 20 months completely trapped alone in Antarctica with these other, I think it was 8 men. And it's just a story of unbelievable grit and endurance, hence the name. I haven't gotten through it, but it was recommended to me, and it's been great. And I think just for this time that we're in, it'd be a fun one to pick up or grab on Audible or listen to. Another one that I think is really great, and I know a few of you out there have read it, is by David Goggins, called Can't Hurt Me. I've read this book a couple times. It's just a great book. Again, just another great book about grit and resiliency and strength. And then another book that I have these two in paperback if anybody wants to borrow, is Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Just another incredible story about a Navy SEAL, and that's just kind of really digs deep into what it means to kind of have an extreme amount of ownership over your life and your future. So anyways, that's what I got for today. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's staying healthy. I've been kind of talking with a lot of you on and off, checking in. We're going to get through this. We're going to be stronger than ever. It's just a matter of being patient, staying sharp, staying healthy, so we can crush it when we get out. I'm here for you guys. Let me know if you need anything, and have a great day.